Oh, man, it's my season, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 4 minutes after the hour. Bishop Joseph Walker, good morning.
Good morning. What's up, Ricky?
Man, blessing, highly favored this morning. It's my season.
That's full gospel. You know I love it. You know I love it, man. It's our season. You know, Psalm 102:13 says something powerful. Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion for the time to favor her. Yes, the set time is come. It's your season. You know, this Psalm, Rick, is so powerful because what it talks about is a moment that is unplanned, unexpected, unscheduled, when God comes in and blesses those who are faithful with unmerited favor. I want to just tell somebody today, you need to understand what time it really is. It's time to get up, first of all. You got to get up. You got to make up your mind that I am not going to sit back and lament and stay toe up from the floor up. I got to get myself up. God is opening up doors. Ways are being made, and I'm leaving nothing on the table. So this isn't the time to sit back in paralysis analysis and twiddle your thumbs. Get up. Let's go. If God is opening up doors, you got to get up and go to class. You got to get up and go vote. You got to get up and go to work. You got to put that work in. Doors are open right in front of you. Our precious, beautiful sister, Kamala Harris, is showing us, right, that it's our season. But we got to get up and we got to make some things happen. But we also, Ricky, we got to get over it. We got to get to a point if we're going to walk in our season, we got to get over what folks have done to us. And I'm not saying we should not be in a place where we have righteous anger and we do what we have to do to get folks' attention. But I'm telling you right now, you cannot live your life bitter. You got to get to a place in your life that if your ex and your past is still controlling your future, it's a problem. God's got a new thing he's trying to do. So you got to forget those things which are behind and you got to reach those things which are before. And I want to tell you this, you got to get ready. Get ready means I got to shift my energy away from what was and shift my energy toward what God is getting ready to do. I got to look like I'm expecting it. I got to walk like I'm expecting it. I got to move in a season now that I'm operating at an altitude that says everything about me is positioning myself for this new season I'm about to enter into. You know, there's a story, Ricky, about some folks that were going down this dirt road in the country and they were going praying for rain. There was an old man sitting in the rocking chair looking at them and they would invite him to come with them. He said, no, I'm not going to go. They got so disturbed after about 2 or 3 weeks of praying for rain. They said to the old man, why won't you go down here and pray with us? He said, the reason I won't go with y'all because y'all praying for rain, but nobody got an umbrella. In other words, if you're going to pray for something and believe God for something, you got to look like it's going to happen before you even get back home. Where's your umbrella today? If you really believe it's your season, let's start preparing and putting ourselves in position. I want somebody to know today on this Thursday, get up, get over it, and get ready. It's your season.
I know that's right, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee, Bishop Joseph Walker. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, I want you to hit me up on Instagram, Joseph Walker, the number 3. That's Joseph Walker 3 on IG. Let me know you were watching the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I love y'all. I cannot wait to meet you. Thank you.
Hey, Bishop, I really appreciate you picking this song out. We love Bishop Paul Morton. I was arguing with my great-grandmama last night, and I'm glad that we played the song because she was thinking that it said, this is my seasoning.
Lord have mercy.
And she's sitting at the table right now with some Lowry's and some Miss Dash with her arms.
You, Rickey Smiley, you are, boy, I tell you what, if they ain't up, now they up for sure. Rickey, this is a great album. This is our new album, man. I'm so excited about it. And you know what? Bishop Morton and myself did a song together on this album. You got to check it out, man. Month of Sundays. Yes, full gospel.
Hey, man, tell Bishop Morton to please do His Yoke is Easy one more time. Tell him can y'all put that on the album? Just do a single album. I will play it every week. His Yoke is Easy. Man, please.
I got it, Rickey.
Don't nobody sing that song like him. That's old school, man, to put a little new touch to it. I'm telling you, man. Hey, man. Thank you so much. That's right, y'all. It's my season, not my seasoning, black people. This is the one and only Bishop Joseph Walker. Love you, man.
Love you too. That's Joseph Walker 3 on IG. See y'all later.
There it is, man.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 12 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. And what a beautiful Thursday. I'm Eva Marcel here with a quick look at your front page news. So last night was the third night of the Democratic National Convention, and California Senator Kamala Harris accepted the vice presidential nomination, becoming the first black woman on a national political ticket. Harris spoke about her background as a daughter of an Indian and Jamaican immigrants and addressed issues of race and equality. Former President Barack Obama also spoke about President Trump last night, saying our democracy is at stake.
For close to 4 years now, he has shown no interest in putting in the work, no interest in finding common ground, no interest in using the awesome power of his office to help anyone but himself and his friends. No interest in treating the presidency as anything but one more reality show that he can use to get the attention he craves.
Trump responded with a bunch of tweets in all caps. The theme of last night celebrated women. Hillary Clinton, Elizabeth Warren, and Nancy Pelosi also spoke. Tonight is the final night of the DNC, where Joe Biden will make his acceptance speech. In other news, crazy weather is being blamed for hundreds of wildfires that are burning across California. And in very good news, after 6 very hard years, the state of Michigan has reached a settlement of $600 million that will pay the victims of the Flint water crisis. All right, that's what's going on in news. Rock Teasy, what's up in sports?
Indeedy said the needy. NBA playoffs just got real, man. The Dallas Cowboys tied the series up against the Clippers last night. I keep telling you, Rick Dog, pay attention to the Dallas Mavericks, man. They may upset the Clippers. It's going down. And also, the Portland Trail Blazers may upset the Los Angeles Lakers. Game 2 of that series is tonight. 2 women, say former NFL running back of the Washington football team, formerly the Redskins, Darius Geis, raped them while he was playing at LSU back in 2016. The women claim he assaulted them in their own apartments following nights of heavy drinking. They also said they shared the allegations with multiple people at LSU, including 2 coaches, and LSU failed to investigate. So we're going to see what's happening as this continues to develop. Boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya is coming out of retirement at the age of 47 to fight again. He says this is a real fight, not an exhibition like Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Speaking of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., they will be fighting still, but the fight was moved from September 12th to November 28th, and allegations that Roy Jones Jr. got bothered about the date change, but he said, I'm not pulling out. I will be ready. It's going down. That's all I got right there. Gary with the T. Where you at there, pimpin'?
All right, now, Ricky, I'm sure you all know that a lot of celebrities, honey, listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, but one in particular, honey, Megan Thee Stallion. Now, she went out of her way, y'all, to prove to people on Twitter that they were wrong. Now, she posted, y'all, a photo of her stitched up foot on Instagram with a caption addressing those who said she was lying. She said, first of all, honey, I have learned about majority of the people on social media is y'all like to hear bad news before good news. She said, a lie spreads quicker than the truth, and y'all really, honey, be believing the mess y'all make up. She said, I got hit at the back of my feet because when I got shot, I was walking away facing the back. She said, why would I lie about getting shot? For the moment, they said she came forward with the news, y'all, that she was shot on July the 12th, and the people making jokes and all that other stuff like that. And, you know, she criticized the people about it. She said, but one thing she said was, why are y'all so upset that I don't want to be in the bed sad? She said, why y'all upset that I can't walk? She said, I got my stitches out my feet, honey, like 2 weeks ago, and I was ready to go celebrate WAP going #1. She said, I usually don't address internal mess, honey. She said, but y'all people are so sick. God was really watching over me, and I'm healing so well. Not to be all. She said, if a male rapper did it, honey, the conversation would totally be different. And I think she heard what Special K said about it yesterday, and that's why she addressed it. But she put her foot. Wait a minute. You said that, honey, you didn't see the proof of her foot and her feet, and she put it out there yesterday when it was said. And the thing about it is, I mean, if you see it, though, I mean, and I'm not trying to be funny, but her foot does look like a sweet potato. But she showed it. She did show her foot. Y'all need to see her foot, honey. She was in stitches, honey, and she did do it. So, hey, we love you, Megan, and thank you for listening to the show. Because when I met her, she did say she listened to the show. So, congratulations, honey.
Well, I
let
will
people
personally
let haters be haters.
Sincerest apologies. I will personally offer my sincerest apologies, and I wish her the very best.
Yeah, because you got to stop saying stuff about people's feet and children's names. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is classic blue. On the high end, you say classic blue, and on the low, you say beautiful navy. That's your color for us today. Brad, what's coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up in the hot spot, y'all, Meg Thee Stallion's post may affect Tory Lanez charges. I'm going to tell you all about it. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot, and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show 29 after the hour, y'all. The segment is being brought to you by Geico. Did you know that right now Geico is offering an extra 15% credit on car, motorcycle, and RV policies? That's on top of what Geico could already save you. So what are you waiting for? Visit geico.com to learn more. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. Okay, y'all. TMZ has reported that the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office is considering charging Tory Lanez with the felony assault with a firearm for his alleged role in the shooting that Gary talked about earlier. Reports say that Megan was exiting their chauffeured SUV July 12th when Tory allegedly shot her in the feet. Well, as previously reported, sources connected to Tory say that there were mitigating circumstances, and if he's charged for it, the site says that Tory will say it's an accidental shooting. The site says that Megan's post may affect Tory being charged because after she said she had her back turned towards the SUV when she was shot in the heel, that might mean that she did not see who shot her. Lord have mercy, if they was getting into it and they was fussing and arguing, how this lady ain't gonna know who shot her? Somebody didn't just shoot her for no reason. So, oh Lord,
The car.
The car shot?
The car she was getting out of, the car was armed.
Oh, okay. Well, moving on, y'all. In other news, after debuting at #1 on Billboard Hot 100 with WAP, Megan and Cardi B have teamed up to celebrate women empowerment by giving away $1 million via Twitter and Cash App. So any woman who tweets the hashtag WAP Party, WAP Party, and their Cash App username is eligible, 2,000 winners will receive $500 each, which adds up
When
to...
they having a WAP party, where?
To $1 million on Twitter. If you want to win $1 million.
What time?
$1 million. You can get 500. Need 500, Ricky?
Oh, yeah.
Need 500?
Yeah. I can use 500. Three
All
kids in college, you're absolutely right.
What's the text code?
All right, it's hashtag WAP Party, WAPPARTY. Put me on there too, Eva.
You already know.
All right, y'all. Last but not least, DL Hughley is not feeling Kanye West. He said he's the worst kind of human being. He said he is taking shots back at Kanye and his political agenda. During an interview with Vlad TV, DL said the rapper is using his alleged mental illness as a way to hide his true White House motives. He said what Kanye does that I despise is he constantly puts an asterisk next to slavery like it wasn't that bad. DL Hughley is so funny. He said in the beginning of this clip above, he and Donald Trump are exactly the same kind of people. They are demigods. They are narcissists. Neither of them read, and I've seen both of their wives naked. He said Kanye is the worst kind of human being. He also noted that Ye's controversial comments about Harriet Tubman at his South Carolina rally conveniently came as the Army was mulling renamed Confederate bases. Wow, renaming Confederate bases. This is true. And Donald Trump said, who are we going to put on the base? Al Sharpton? Of course people know Al Sharpton is not going to be at the base, but Harriet Tubman might. Hughley said, is it really that coincidental that you bring up Harriet Tubman at the time when we're talking about who we're going to name these bases after? And he's got a point. DL Hughley has got a point. He's so funny. I love DL Hughley.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. What you say, Ricky?
I said, absolutely. That's big bro, man. He be standing up for our people. And
He
you
do.
follow him on Instagram. He about as deep as Sean King. I love his Instagram.
Yeah. All right, y'all, that's going to wrap up the hot spot. Coming up next, we got Special K with the news you absolutely, positively cannot use. And in the meantime, in between time, hit us up for them wake-up calls. That's 1-866-9-RICKY, 1-866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
I don't know why, but I do. All right, y'all, 10 before the top of the hour, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Special K. Got news you positively absolutely cannot use. What up, K?
Okay, man, it's time to bring some intelligence back to this morning show. You know, this morning.
Back.
Yeah. I'm talking about from my perspective. I'm talking about from my perspective because, you know, I just be stupid. But look, last night, man, I just want to say shout out to everybody who with Kamala Harris and Barack Obama. They just made me proud to be a black person last night. I'm telling you. And a lot of y'all still mad. A lot of y'all still mad out there that Barack Obama, y'all still say he wasn't black enough. A lot of y'all on Facebook still dogging out Kamala Harris saying she ain't black enough. Well, Donald Trump last night was watching the show, and reports from the White House say that he had to be restrained several times last night because he was so intelligently roasted by the man that y'all still don't like, some of y'all. But he was roasted by the man that he could never measure up to on national television. It said that on a couple of occasions he was throwing half-eaten cheeseburgers at the screen that he later picked up and ate. And at one point, he even supposedly took off his adult diaper and threw it when Obama was talking. Now, the Secret Service agent that had to retrieve that just resigned at that point, and he looking for another job this morning. I just want to say this about Kamala Harris. Ricky, Eva, Kamala Harris needs our support. Everybody listening, she is a proud HBCU graduate. Member Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She said it last night, damn it. Her hair had so much body to it. She could have been on a damn shampoo commercial. That hair had body.
She should have been on what, K?
She should have been on a shampoo commercial. That hair had body. She was giving that hair was. Hey Gary, that hair was giving them Oprah from 1988. You hear me? 88. That hair had bounce and shine. That hair had bounce and shine. And she is definitely black. Stop with all this foolishness. Her mom and daddy broke up when she was little. She know what it feel like to be waiting on her daddy to come pick her and her sister up, standing on the front porch. We would go them to pull up so, you know, they could run out to the car because, you know, when your daddy come to pick you up when your mom and daddy done broke up when you little, he can't get out the car and come in because your mama still don't like him, so you got to wait on the porch for him to pull up. She is black enough, all right? She is black enough. Don't get it twisted.
She pledged.
Start her meat in the sink for a whole day while she mopped.
She pledged.
She pledged.
If that don't get you black, she know Invictus. She know Invictus. She know See It Through. She know all the poems we had to learn. She went through that fire, and she pledged at the Mother Pearl Howard University.
Rick?
Come on now.
And don't think she don't throw out her meat in the sink for a whole day while she mopping the kitchen floor with her hair wrapped in a silk bonnet while listening to Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight songs. She is just as black as Venus and Serena Williams' mama, and you know that's black. She just as black as Taj, Coco, and Lelia, SWV.
Yes,
and
sir.
She know all the words to week. You know she know all the words to week. She just as black as Kiki Shepard from Showtime at the Apollo. It don't get no blacker than that.
And the lady on the front row with the Jerry curl.
She just as black as Keisha Cole's sister Neffy. You know it don't get no blacker than that. She just as black as loud ass Jennifer Lewis. Y'all know it don't get no blacker than Jennifer Lewis. You know she know Jennifer Hudson's songs. You know she black as that black lady we play on here to be telling them kids what the deal is. You know she done listen to Shirley Murdoch. And she know who Miss Janie is. You know she know who Miss Janie is. Hell out of here talking about she ain't black enough. How much black does she need to get? That's all I got to say. I'm down. Biden, Harris, that's me speaking for me, not the Rickey Smiley Morning Show or any affiliate stations. That's me speaking for me, damn it.
Bro,
Tired
I'm
of
with
this.
you, bro. I'm with you, bro.
Tired of this. You got any problem with it, hit me on Twitter at Special K913 if you got an issue with it.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 6 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Master P, y'all, the brother of incarcerated rapper C. Murder, has broken his silence, y'all. They're saying that Master P said he is not happy and he's not optimistic about Kim Kardashian's chances of freeing C. Murder. Now, Kim announced y'all that she's going to join Monica, y'all, in the fight to free C. Murder, which his real name is Corey Miller, who is currently serving a life sentence for murder he said that he did not commit. Well, Master P said, quote, my whole thing is getting my brother home. He said, whatever anybody do that's going to spark that plug, he said, I appreciate it. Now, he told that to TMZ. He said, but like I said, Louisiana is not the same like all the rest of these cities, y'all. And, you know, Louisiana is a different kind of animal, whatever. He said, quote, I hope it's all for the right reasons. He said, with all these people, he said, Louisiana is serious. We done spent millions of dollars throughout all these years, and you know this place has a lot of corruption. He said, hopefully Kim K and her celebrity status, but he said, this is not going to be easy, unquote, y'all. So, Louisiana is a different type of animal, honey, you know, and Master P knows that because he lived there, lived there, and he hoped Kim might could do it, but he don't feel very optimistic about it, so.
How you do that there?
Exactly, so that's it. So we're going to see if Kim can work her magic, honey, and get him out, her and Monica, but right now Master P is not feeling very optimistic.
Bad boys, how you do that there? Hit the doo-doo.
Moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, she broke her silence, y'all. Basketball wives star Jennifer Williams has reacted, y'all, to her ex Welcome to Sweetie Pie star Tim Norman being arrested for the murder for hire plot of his nephew Andre. Now, Jennifer dated Norman, y'all, Tim a few years back, honey, but they broke up amid, she claimed, y'all, of stalking and harassment. Now, she said that she was, quote, terrified of her ex and that their breakup felt like a Lifetime movie. She tweeted, karma will get you one way or another. She said the truth always reveals itself. Then she also added, thank you, God, for your grace, mercy, and favor. Condolences to the family, y'all. She said, I can't imagine how this does.
When you get stalked by somebody with some childbearing hips.
Yeah.
It's not a good look. Some dude built up like somebody's grandmama's sister stalking you. That ain't special case. That a good look?
Not a good look. If you got a 44 in the waist and they are 32 in the length, that is never good.
That lady said he got grandmama chicken frying arms, like them kitchen arms. So when you get stalked with somebody built up like that, they ain't got nothing else to do because they don't work out. They don't work out. Yeah, and you just make sure your stalker don't have childbearing hips.
Well, we just got to pray, sweet Jesus. And in my final story, y'all, August Alsina said his relationship with Will and Jada Pinkett Smith isn't broken, honey, after he revealed his relationship with Jada. He told People Magazine, y'all, that he still has a deep respect for the Smiths. He also explained, y'all, that it's just a part of life and it's a part of the journey. There's a lot of love there. He said sometimes the truth is complicated and difficult, but my relationship with them isn't broken at all. And he also revealed, y'all, that the only reason he spoke
he's still spending the night over there?
Yeah, evidently so. He said the only reason he spoke on the relationship because it started affecting his career. He explained, he said, I never really cared about what people thought of me. He said, but my personal life started to seep into my business life. He said, there were certain falsities about me, and he said, it affected my business relationship. Did he have that much business? Because, I mean, he made a couple of songs, huh? And,
he started out, don't get me wrong, August Alsina was dope, but he's one of those that his personal life became part of his business and his brand very early on in his career.
Yeah. Well, he said he got 3 kids to look at. He said, kill me, hate me, stone me, but bury me an honest man. All I could do is tell the truth. Unquote. So I guess he told the truth, y'all. But
I just can't imagine being up at one of my friends' house and be like, man, what's up with your mama?
My mama?
The color today, honey, is one of my favorite.
I just never looked at Miss Gertrude like that. You know,
so we're glad you didn't. The color today is classic blue. On the high end, you say classic blue, and on the low end, you say beautiful navy. That's your color for today, honey. That's disrespectful to look at your friend's mama.
You can't do that. You just can't do that. Like, what's up with your mama?
But when your mama fine, though, Ricky.
I mean, we had a couple of people in elementary school whose mama was fine. We would love when her mama come up to the school or whatever. But once you go over there and spend the night, you just can't do that. You have to look off. you 12 and 13, and mama come through there with them little shorts on. You can just look away. Keep your eyes on the. I learned to stay focused on the TV because I had a couple of friends who mama had a very nice, but I would see it with my peripheral vision. But God said, "Don't look," and I didn't look. I had to be obedient because when that lady turned around and looked back at that city, what happened to her, Brat?
She turned to a pillar of salt.
Yes, son. I was not finna sit on somebody's couch and be some salt staring at mama's butt. So y'all giving up for Gary with the tea? I got your wake up call. You can call me right now. The phone lines are wide open. Get at me 866-9RICKEY. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Let's get it. Time for the wake up calls. 24 after the hour. Come on.
Wake up.
Sharon from Raleigh, North Carolina. I want to wake up my husband, Emmanuel. I can't wait to see you today, honey. I love you. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Dwayne Fitton from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I would like to say wake up to my family in Chattanooga, Columbus, Georgia, Buffalo, New York. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. I'm Connie calling from Birmingham, Alabama, and I'd like to give a shout out to my husband. Say happy anniversary to you. I love you. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Maurice Goldman from Cincinnati, Ohio. I want to wake up my sister Annie Hall and my brothers Jay and Tony Hurd and Thomas. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
You listening on your radio. Come on. Whole gang of city tuned in. Lock in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Kansas City, wake up. In Columbus, wake up. Cincinnati, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Palm Beach, wake up. And Greenville, wake up. Come on, Jacksonville, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brad.
You're welcome, Ricky.
Y'all, it's about that time. Church in 60 seconds with the one and only Pastor Fred. Y'all give it up.
Pastor Fred.
Stars are brightly shining.
Come on now.
Here's the night.
Oh, yeah.
I hear say,
my Lord.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Believers, receivers, and stimulus check receivers.
Come on.
You know, all God requires of us is to be holy, Mother Brett. I know you know about that. Holy in our walk. And holy in our talk.
Holy boy.
Let's go.
You know, Brother Ricky, over the years I've heard even Brother Robin, who was a sidekick to Batman, was always trying to get Batman to be holy.
Okay.
Many times what he said didn't make much sense.
Come on now.
But at least he tried. It is recorded that over 385 times Robin mentioned the word holy. He said, holy bouncer plate, Batman. He said, holy Cinderella, Batman. Holy IT&T, Batman. Holy bunions, Batman. Holy contributing to the delinquency of minors, Batman. Holy homecoming, Batman. Holy reincarnation, Batman. Holy Las Vegas, Batman. Holy eggshell, Batman. Holy, 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 holy.
You better sing that song.
Yes. Meet me in the corner. Follow me at the real Pastor Fred. Holy Rickey Smiley, Batman.
Boy, I love this church. Y'all give it up for Pastor Fred.
Thank you, Pastor Fred. Thank
Appreciate you, Pastor Fred. All right, y'all, chicken and waffle mix coming up next, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Black Tony, what's up?
I don't know, tell me I'm one of the best to do it, but it's all good though. I ain't mad at you.
You are, no, I'll tell you that, man. You are the best at calling in sick every day. You are the best.
Ain't nobody sick. I start telling folks I'm sick. I ain't sick. Right now, but I think I'm finna go to jail though.
You calling in like you got coronavirus or something.
I think I'm finna go to jail though. Cause we in trouble today, Shawty. We in trouble, Shawty. Yeah. Look, Shawty, I'm over here at the Four Seasons. I done cut these folks out, Shawty. I'm at you know that hotel, the Four Seasons, down.
Yeah, the one in St. Louis.
Nah, in Atlanta. I stayed over there last night. Presidential suite, you know what I'm saying? Big bottle shot call, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Shot, you know I had went down to the radio station a couple months ago, and one of your offers, which you know how your offer you out on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found you had one of your credit card down there for your company, Shot. So I just want to let you know, Shot, I got me a room down there. And a little chick on with, Shot. But look, Shot, we in trouble now, because these folks call up here talking about they ran the thing, and it don't, Shawty, you need to call these folks and let them know that everything good, Shawty. It ain't with 2,500. But look,
crazy.
You need to call these folks and tell them that everything good, Shawty.
Hotel room for you and some chick? Bro.
Yeah, she got it.
She went to it, and that's you can get rolled up for using the company's credit card.
Shawty, I'm just telling you, you need to call these folks because they done locked the door. So I can't even get out the room. I don't even know why they locked the door.
But they locked you in there?
Yo, because I cut them folks out on the morning. I said, yeah, I know who I work for. I told them everything. I said, I work for the Rickey Smiley Morning Show on the radio, National Syndicate. I told them folks. Yeah, I told them folks, I work for Rickey Smiley. I gave them your whole name. I told them folks who you were.
And they locked you in the room.
I said, he signed off on this. I said, and his money good for it. Y'all gonna try to play us like this? So look how they trying to do us, Shawty. Look how they trying to do us, Shawty. They trying to act like we ain't got no money.
Why you go to the Holiday Inn Express or something?
Shawty, I wanted to ball out for this chick, Shawty, but look, you need to pay these folks.
Was she thick?
Yes, she thick.
What you mean?
White. She a white girl I met at Cracker Barrel.
Yes, sir.
She thick too, Shawty. But she
work at Cracker Barrel.
She not needed. She got them thick eyes, boy. She got them thick eyes.
Was she a hostess or she a waitress at Cracker Barrel?
She a waitress, Shawty. She a waitress. She was taking care of me.
You done took her to the Four Seasons.
She like it too, so she went down to got a mess.
What's she at now? She in
the older woman in the bed. I told her I had to call my boss man to clear up the little discrepancy. And
we ain't gonna be able to help you though. We ain't gonna be able to help. I just want to know how thick she was. We ain't gonna be able to help you though.
Shawty, you in trouble if you don't pay these folks.
I'm not in trouble.
Name up here. Get your name on the line, Shawty. I told you folks on you.
No,
I told you for my name, Bradrick Smiley.
No, bro, you shut up, man.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Right, 6 after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, man, the segment's being brought to you by My Computer Career. If you don't absolutely love what you do, make sure you go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. That's mycomputercareer.edu. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in the celebrity news, y'all. Beyonce's beautiful mama, y'all, Miss Tina Knowles, y'all. You know, they say she often shares adorable throwback snaps of her daughter on Instagram. Well, now everybody's raving because Miss Tina just threw a throwback picture of Beyonce at the age of 9, y'all, when she was playing an African queen. And they're saying it's such a coincidence because, you know, her new thing that she's doing now, the Black is King visual album. She was an African queen, and they're saying, isn't that a coincidence? Was Beyonce destined to be an African queen, honey, or what? But she was in the production of her dance troupe when she was 9 years old when she played the African queen. And people are looking at the picture, and they're saying she looked the same. She haven't aged not a single bit, and people are raving about it. But I have a concern.
What?
And I mean, and this is just me. And I mean, Miss Tina, I mean, she got 2 children. She got Solange too. I mean, it's always Beyonce. I could imagine how Solange feels. No, could you imagine?
When Solange came out with Seat at the Table, Tina Knowles' Instagram was littered with her for the whole year. She supports both of her children, and she has a new record, a new visual album out. So don't do that.
Yeah, but she had Seat at the Table. That was about 20 damn years ago. Beyonce out every week with something different. And it's just always she with Beyonce, and I never see Solange with him, and that just kind of just bothers me because I would like to see Solange as well, and y'all were talking about
Maybe
Beyonce.
Solange like it that way.
Well, maybe she does. I don't know, but I'm saying me. How I feel, because my parents always said they weren't going to build no bridge over none of our heads. We was going to all be treated equal. And I mean, they may be treated equal, but it's just, you just see a lot of Beyonce and you don't see none of Solange. All Solange's child, but you see all Beyonce and all her brood of children.
Y'all didn't treat your daddy's side, baby, equal.
Go to hell, Ricky. Moving on. In other celebrity news, honey. Brandy, honey. Don't do that.
I'm sorry, Gary.
Gary, you knew it was coming.
No, I didn't know it was coming. I thought you had forgot, hell. Anyway, moving on. In other celebrity news, congratulations goes out to Brandy. Y'all know they're saying the singer is riding very high off the success of her latest unreleased B7. And, you know, it's featured on the cover of the August 31st edition of People magazine. Now, they're saying, y'all, in the interview, y'all, Brandy is talking about going deep, y'all, on her new project, Overcoming Depression, and how her beautiful daughter, however you pronounce Syria, Sarai has been the light of her light, y'all. Now, Brandy, she has a new project, and, you know, she has a single called Borderline, and she also has a song, y'all, called Bipolar. Now, Brandy says she hasn't actually been diagnosed, honey, with bipolar disorder, but she's still worried if she was getting too personal, y'all, with her music. She said, quote, I was thinking, did I go too deep? Did I go far in what I was singing about? She said, but I didn't dwell on those thoughts. She said, staying on the top of her mental health with therapy, meditation, journaling, and her faith. Brandy says she's finally, y'all, feeling back on track. And she says, quote, I'm in a place now, says the singer, where I can be proud of moving in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, Brandy, honey.
That's dope.
We absolutely love her. And what don't kill you only make you stronger. And so if you don't have no test, you don't have no testimony. So that's beautiful.
That's right.
And you can sit there and you can write about music, about things that you've been through.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
You can express yourself through your music and people can relate because everybody go through stuff. This industry ain't easy, especially if you've been in it since a child.
Right. Yeah.
You know how much stuff she went through with the TV stuff back in the day, to the music, to the this, to the manager, to the mama, to the daughter, to the baby daddy, to the just a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. Yep. So congratulations goes out to Brandy. Quickly, Brad, did you express yourself in Funktified? Were you going through something?
I have expressed myself on some songs, but actually Funktified, no. That was kind of the P-Funk era with the Snoop thing. I was just jamming and grooving out, smoking a lot back in the day, lots of weed.
All right. The color today,
real reefer.
Yeah, the reefer. REEFEER.
All right. The color today is classic blue, honey. On the high end and on the low end, just say beautiful navy, honey. That's all right, child.
In the Manila, the mini Manila sack.
Gary, you need to smoke you some. Like
everybody keep telling me that, Ricky, but when we be in bipolar and taking the medicine I am scared.
You shouldn't be. It will relax you. CBD.
Yeah, that's what y'all saying. But
Eva got her own brand, strand.
It's an anti-inflammatory.
It's recommended by doctors.
Oil up under your tongue, man. It kills anxiety. I take a little bit sometimes at night before I go to bed, and I sleep through the night. You're not waking up in the middle of the night, you know, and it's really good for you.
Even melatonin, Gary. For
the melatonin didn't do nothing for me. My friend had me doing
You need CBD.
Baby melatonin. You need the adult melatonin, Gary.
You need CBD oil, Gary. Where you want to be
you
having
tried that, so try Jesus.
All right, baby. That's what I did.
Right. Don't try Brad.
All these outbursts and stuff. Because you ain't been the same since you broke up with B.E. James. I'm sorry, B.E. James.
What's his name, Rick?
Booty E. James.
Ricky.
I'll put it on.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right. It's in the books now. Kamala Harris has made history last night as the first black woman to become a major party nominee of Vice President of the United States. So coming up in What's Trending, we're going to have a recap of last night. Have number 3 speech highlights from Senator Harris and, of course, Barack Obama. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 15 minutes after the hour. The segment's being brought to you by Simple Mobile. That's right, you get the no contract advantage with no mystery fees, no activation fees, no contract ever. Simple Mobile, out with the old, in with the simple. Terms and conditions at simplemobile.com. com. Now, listen, man, history and herstory, that's what we're going to call it, continues to be made this week. Now, last night at the Democratic National Convention, moderated by actress Kerry Washington, Kamala Harris officially accepted the vice presidential nomination, becoming the first woman of color to do so for a major party. Now, among those who spoke at the convention last night were Senator Elizabeth Warren, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, Secretary Hillary Clinton, and, of course, President Barack Obama and Senator Harris. So now, in her acceptance speech, KS history was made last night, and Kamala Harris, listen, y'all, Kamala Harris became the vice presidential candidate, and she spoke at the Democratic National Convention and ended her speech asking America to fight with confidence to win this election.
With conviction. Let's fight with hope. Let's fight with confidence in ourselves and a commitment to each other, to the America we know is possible, the America we love. And years from now, and our children and our grandchildren, they're going to ask us, where were you when the stakes were so high? We will tell them not just how we felt, we will tell them what we did.
And President Obama didn't hold back during his speech at the Democratic National Convention. Now, he said Trump has done nothing but help himself and his friends since becoming the president, and it's impossible for him to grow into the job.
I never expected that my successor would embrace my vision or continue my policies. I did hope, for the sake of our country, that Donald Trump might show some interest in taking the job seriously. But he never did. For close to 4 years now, he has shown no interest in putting in the work. No interest in finding common ground. No interest in using the awesome power of his office to help anyone but himself and his friends. No interest in treating the presidency as anything but one more reality show that he can use to get the attention he craves. Donald Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't.
Oh, my God. And listen, and you know, Donald Trump been just pouncing on President Barack Obama ever since he been in office. Won't let them hold a picture up at not hold it, but put up his.
They won't post his picture up in the
painting
White House.
at the like that's so. Every
so unpatriotic.
I mean, just racist as hell, and it's a lot of outpouring. A lot of Republicans that are not supporting Donald Trump. When you got the former governor of Ohio, Kasich, and just a lot of Republicans, they just did not like the sexism, the racism, the homophobia, and all of the stuff, man, that people just are turned off, and they said they embarrassed and hurt that they voted for him. And they feel like it's a lot of stuff on the line. And I'm telling you, did y'all see, anybody see the videos of all those not voting, but machines from the post office. Kind of like in people's backyards, sitting up in garages and stuff that can do like 30-something thousand pieces of mail a day, and they try to do everything they can to steal the election and undermine the election, knowing that a lot of people are going to be dependent on the United States Post Office to be able to vote. So that's why, you know, the Democrats are going to have to win in big numbers, man. All those people, those numbers that Jeff Johnson gave out the other week, of all those people in Atlanta, Detroit, and Philadelphia, and Wisconsin, Milwaukee did not go out and vote. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to really go out and vote. And now the highest ranking black member of Congress, Representative James Clyburn, gave Biden campaign the boost that it needed with his endorsement during the primary, and helped Joe Biden win South Carolina. And we're gonna be talking to my frat brother, Majority Whip James E. Clyburn, coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Oh, man, this is a big deal right here. You heard him speak earlier this week as a part of the virtual Democratic National Convention. Y'all please welcome a good friend of mine and my awesome, wonderful, beloved fraternity brother, member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Majority Whip, James Clyburn. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me back.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for coming on. I know you got a crazy schedule, so let's get down to it because we got a lot of questions for you this morning. We know that, you all were called back to office to discuss the current situation with the actions that the Postmaster General has started to put in place to slow down the mail. Now, what is Congress planning on doing to ensure voters' mail-in ballots are, that they are all accounted for?
Well, Ricky, I can't tell you what the Congress is going to do. I can tell you what the House is going to do. We're going to pass this legislation. We're going to plus up monies for the post office to hire additional help. It's just like they do at Christmas time. We're going to do the same kind of stuff for them to do at voting time because we think we need to do that. Not just for voting, but while we are, casting ballots, people still have to get their medicines. They still got to get their veterans retirement checks and their Social Security checks. So this is all about keeping people with food on the table, keeping them connected. So this is a big, big deal. That's what we're going to do in the House. Now, what the Senate is going to do, we're going to send a bill over there Saturday night. We're going back tomorrow night. We're going to pass it Saturday afternoon. We'll send it over to the Senate. Mitch McConnell is now saying they're not going to take up the bill. So then the problem is not with the Congress, it's with the Senate. The House of Representatives will pass the bill. It's going to the Senate, and the public needs to weigh in on the Senate. Every state's got 2 senators. In South Carolina, we got 2. Both of them are Republicans. And it's time for everybody in South Carolina to weigh in and say to these 2 guys, look, we want to vote, and we want to vote safely. We don't want to put our health at risk to vote. We want to get our medicine on time. We want to get our Medicare, our Social Security checks on time. This is what this is all about. These guys are trying to wreck this democracy. Barack Obama is right. He said it last night. But, Ricky, as you know, I've been saying it for 2 years.
Yes, sir.
This man does not plan to leave the office.
I believe it.
Yeah, I said it 2 years ago, and people called me crazy. And they wrote all kind of stuff behind me. When I talked about when we first started the CARES, debate under the CARES Act, and Mitch McConnell went to the floor and attacked me by name, saying I didn't know what I was talking about. Well, we now see. I not only knew what I was talking about, people now seeing what I was talking about.
Now the courts kind of drag everything out. I know there's a lot of states that's suing the Trump administration or whatever. Is there some kind of way, like what can be done legally? I know that they're calling him, if I'm not mistaken, is it the Judiciary Committee is calling the postmaster in for a hearing or like how can y'all get him to reverse the damage that he's already done with those machines, or is it too late?
Well, it's not too late, but I don't think the Senate's going to do anything. Just remember, I may have said it on your show before, the House is 1/3 of the equation. And we control the House. I'm the vote counter in the House. I'm telling you now, I already know we got the votes to do that. But the Senate is another 1/3, and the White House is the other 1/3. So we are 1/3, and they are 2/3. And I think all of your listeners can understand that. No matter what we do in the House, we got to get buy-in by the Senate. That's why Jamie Harrison running down here in South Carolina now is so important. He's running even with Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham has already said about people's unemployment checks, we're going to do it over our dead body. Well, then we need to kill him politically and so we can have somebody in the Senate who will do what needs to be done for the American people. So there's not much we can do but pass the bill.
Right.
And we're going to do what we can do.
Well, Mr. Clyburn, yesterday... I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
No, go right ahead.
I was going to say yesterday there was a Senate intel report released stating that there's an ongoing threat from Russia to interfere with our 2020 election. What steps are Congress taking to prevent election interference?
Well, that's another incident. Remember, the Senate is controlled by Republicans. That report that came out yesterday, that came from the Senate. So a majority of the Republicans on that committee agreed that the Russians interfered in the elections, that Manafort, who was the campaign manager for Trump, was a threat to national security, and people wonder why he went to prison. He's out now because of COVID-19, but the fact of the matter is, this administration, this president, and his friends are threats to this democracy. That's what Barack Obama was saying last night. That's what Michelle Obama said Monday night. And that's what Jim Clyburn been saying for 2 years.
Absolutely. So, Congressman, for those people that think that their one vote cannot change the outcome of the election, can you please explain why everyone has to get out and vote?
Let me tell you something. People need to think about what they're saying when they start. We are where we are today. Now, a lot of people don't have the history right. Reconstruction did not last for 12 years. And Reconstruction came to an end by one vote. Tilden Hayes compromised. Rutherford B. Hayes became president of the United States by one vote.
Wow.
And he set out to get rid of Reconstruction, and he did. That's what led to Jim Crow laws. We got Jim Crow laws in this country by one vote. So I want to say to everybody that's listening, every single vote counts. That's what Hillary Clinton was begging last night. Young people, please don't believe that this is a woulda, coulda, shoulda election. Don't let it be that. Because so many people, look, I go to the barber. Of course, when you look at me, you say, you don't know why I go to a barber. But I really go to the barber, really, because I want to know what's going on in the community. I talk to my barber all the time. I was there 3 days ago, Monday afternoon. I said, look, Tolliver, tell me, what's going on in here? He said, well, you know, when you came in here 4 years ago, people in here were saying that they were voting for Trump. Not this time. People in here said they can't wait for the polls to open so they can start voting. People are anxious. Now, I don't know the age of these people in the barbershop, but I know a lot of young people have been saying they are so disappointed because Joe Biden is an old guy and we should have gotten a younger person. Well, Joe Biden had enough sense to bring a woman of color on the ticket with him. He accepted the nomination last night. So if something happens to this old guy, who becomes president? But a black woman. So let's go out and vote. And if you don't want to vote for Joe Biden, vote for the second place on the ticket in case something happens to the old guy. And then she's now well positioned to succeed him as president in whatever form. We got to vote. Every one vote counts.
Yes.
And according to the Rickey Smiley reports, Congressman Clyburn, Joe Biden is 46 years old. So everybody keep that in mind.
You must be an Omega. You got to be an Omega. Nobody would think like that but an Omega.
Hey, Congressman, man, I love you so much, man. I really appreciate you coming on. Hey, Congressman, when you do your interviews for the rest of the day, just say, put it out there, say Joe Biden is 46 years old. And we're going to just leave it at that.
I was talking to my fraternity brother, Rickey Smiley, and he said, Rickey Smiley said.
Yes, hey, Congressman, man, tell Tony Grant that I said hello, man, and all the bros down there in South Carolina, man. I love you so much, man. And
love you too, buddy.
Yes, sir. Awesome having you on the show. Thank you so much for your time. As always, we look forward to having you back. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and show your love for Majority Whip Jim Clyburn. Yes, sir. Jim Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Yes, sir. I will be following the big Reverend Al and the small Reverend Al. There, I will be there. Hey, the time right now.
Which one gonna be there?
The big Reverend Al with the perm and the smaller Reverend Al. with a nice little low haircut with the gray and black. I love both of them, and I will be there, and I hope both of them speak.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 before the top of the hour. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning.
I hate you. I hate you, Rick. That's not how you bring me into a segment.
Hey, Jeff.
Because now all I can see now is the side by side of Al taking the selfie.
With the workout.
And him,
man, Reverend Al finna call me and cuss me out. And by the way, Joe Biden is 46 years old on election day, Jeff. Just know this.
And then all I see is the old Al next to the old Luther.
Me too, big ass skinny Luther. Ooh, big and skinny Luther. Oh.
Listen, let me do this real quick, y'all, because I don't have a lot of time. Last night, Rick, I think I appreciated the remarks that were given by now the vice presidential nominee, Kamala Harris, and acknowledged the historic moment of a woman of color, a black woman, and we got to talk about that on another day. But what got me the most, Rick, was there were words that were said last night, and I want to read them quickly. It said, "I have sat in the Oval Office with both of the men who are running for president. I never expected that my successor would embrace my vision or continue my policies. I did hope for the sake of our country that Donald Trump might show some interest in taking the job seriously, that he might come to feel the weight of the office and discover some reverence for the democracy that had been placed in his care. But he never did. For close to 4 years now, he's shown no interest in putting in the work, no interest in finding common ground, no interest in using the awesome power of his office to help anyone but himself and his friends, no interest in treating the presidency as anything but one more reality show that he can get the attention he craves. Donald Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't. Never in my life, Rick, did I think I would hear one president talk about another president that way. And people battling in debates on a regular basis, but never before has a sitting president, been disrespected that much by a former president because of their failure to be president. And I think that was the most historic thing that happened last night. Right. And as people, because I got to go, as people think about tonight, Rick, because I know that there's a lot of people that are still saying, I'm still not that excited, you know, great that Kamala is running, but I don't know if I'm going to get involved in this one. I'm not yet excited. What I want to know, because I think what President Obama said last night was so important, that really wasn't about do you get in lockstep with either candidate. That's that one of these people in his mind spits in the face of the presidency, of democracy, of care and humanity. And if you don't believe that, what I'm curious about is, what does Joe Biden have to say tonight for you to feel like you want to vote one way or the other? But I'm curious, for those people that are still saying, nah, I'm going to sit this one out. I want to know, is there something that Joe Biden can say? Is there one policy issue? Is there one commitment that he can make that would say to you, I can't sit on the sidelines, I got to get involved? Because that's what I'm curious about for those that are saying, I don't want to get involved in this one. So hit me at Jeff's Nation on all social media, Rick, and let me know what you think, because I'm interested as I watch tonight. What is he going to say that is really going to speak to, and I'm just talking about black folks, because we can make history with Kamala, but there's something else that has to happen as it relates to governance that comes from this president for some people to get excited.
Hey, can I bring you on the other side? Hey, hold on. Can I bring you on the other side? All right. More Jeff Johnson coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all. This is the top of the hour, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Jeff Johnson did a segment called 3 Things You Need to Know, which we do every twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday. Jeff, glad to have you back on. Thank you for staying special. Because you had a question.
Yeah, Jeff, we're talking about people not being enthused or feeling like, it's a lesser of two evils type thing with the whole Biden-Harris ticket. Can you speak to, people don't understand the practical effect of what happens if we sit this one out, if we don't support this ticket and sit this one out. I don't think people understand the practical effect of another 4 years of an unrestrained, unrestricted, uncontrollable Donald Trump.
I don't even know if we can calculate what that looks like. But what we do know is that this has been an administration that lies at every moment, that spreads mistruths, which creates mistrust, which causes lives, that hasn't handled a pandemic well at all, that has risked lives as a result of misinformation, that there has been health issues that have been put out there that people have actually taken, whether it's bleach or whether it's misassessed treatments, and that has cost lives, and that's just one area, right? And so Goodyear, which is over 100-year-old company, I'm sorry, not 100-year-old company, but is a legacy company, literally banned MAGA attire at their employee facilities because they believe that it's connected to racism. And so when you have that kind of reality in a country, and somebody that's going to be able to put more judges all over the country, more judges on the Supreme Court, the long-lasting effects of the policies that he believes in, which is really about anarchy and destruction, and that there's proof in that. There are just some of us that say that's not the kind of president we want. And you know what was interesting? I keep hearing somebody just hit Rick on my IG when I asked that question. Brother Joe Hamilton 3 said he wants to see Joe Biden admit to the damage of the '94 crime bill that he went so hard to implement, and he needs to explain how he wants to right that wrong. And some of y'all know we haven't had a real honest conversation about that crime bill. Right. Because there were a whole lot of Congressional Black Caucus members that supported that crime bill. There was a coalition of 10 mayors, African American mayors from Detroit, Atlanta, Cleveland, Denver, and Baltimore that supported that crime bill. There were pastors that supported that crime bill. And I'm not trying to let anybody off the hook. What I am saying, however, is we were living at a time of high levels of crack violence. And it was happening in cities all over the country, and nobody knew what the hell to do. And it was a terrible knee-jerk reaction to that crack violence that destroyed our communities even more. But we got to be honest about the fact that there was a whole lot of people that supported that, not just some white elected officials. And if we're going to bring everybody to reckon, and I'm going to be straight up, listen, you just had Kwesi Mfume run for congressman to take Elijah Cummings' seat. And he was the head of the Congressional Black Caucus when that bill was passed, and he supported it. And I didn't hear anybody come hard against him when he was running in Baltimore for that seat. And I'm sorry, Brother Mfume, this is not an attack against you. This is saying where I think that there's an interesting double standard about how we look at the crime bill, what was happening then, how it wreaked havoc in our communities. Because y'all are not sitting here. You're not going to let me sit here and say that this was probably not one of the worst pieces of legislation ever passed. But let's be honest about all of the people that passed it. Bill Clinton sat at a church in Memphis, the mother church for the Church of God in Christ, and gave a speech right before it praising the bill with support of pastors. And so this was a awful piece of legislation that too many people supported, and we cannot have revisionist history in this. Otherwise, we're actually doing a disservice to ourselves. So I do want to hear him address that, but I want us to be honest about the historical context. And if you're going to praise anybody, praise Maxine Waters and John Conyers and John Lewis, who were some of the Congressional Black Caucus members that did not support that bill.
Yeah, and a lot of people that don't know, Joe Biden wrote this song right here to tell all the young people, let them know that they don't know. Joe Biden wrote Rockstar. And y'all really need to get out there and vote and tell these young people, man, y'all talking about Joe Biden. He wrote this song right here just so kids be playing right here. You ever heard this, Jeff? Jeff, never heard this?
Nah.
Yeah, Joe Biden wrote this song. Hey. Just tell your kids Joe Biden wrote Rockstar. That'll get their ass out to the polls to vote. Because if your kids know that Joe Biden wrote this song right here, they will be standing in line. Because teenagers love this song right here, Rockstar. Who sang Rockstar, Eva? The baby.
I'm doing this with you.
Oh yeah, this the baby. So Jeff, next time you do your interview, say, hey, Joe Biden wrote Rockstar by the baby. All right, appreciate you, Jeff.
Rick's going to hell.
You already know. Y'all give it up and show your love for Jeff Johnson.
One time, Jeffrey.
All right, man.
To all the hard-working women and everyday super moms, we got a little something for you. It's Eva's Corner on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Well, when I tell you we ain't playing this morning, man, we back to back on these doggone segments. Let's go, Eva.
Well, welcome to Eva's Corner, where we talk about everything womanhood, motherhood, and the juiciness in between. And my question is, ladies, are you single and having trouble finding a man? And if you are, I would like to help you. So in this era of social distancing and dating, it should be a little bit more focused on just spending time with the person. Of sitting somewhere, eating, and spending money, but rather maybe taking a walk somewhere outside or a park or a lake. Just old school courting is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about getting someone beyond their Instagram profile, beyond the car they drive, beyond how much Beijing is in their hair. It's getting. So my real question is,
or the weave,
ladies, and you're gonna get where I'm going with this, Rick. My real question is, how much does money really matter? Because if you spent time getting to know someone just on the phone or on Instagram and didn't involve finances, and you fell for that person, and then the pandemic was over and you realize they are not a baller, do you still like them? Are you still interested? How much does money really matter? And I'm asking that question because I have a lot of friends that are single, and they are very eligible and beautiful women, but they say they have such a hard time finding a good guy. And I see great men all the time. I have 3 amazing brothers. They're married now, but I know that there are good guys that exist. So my question is to the ladies, what's the problem? What are you looking for? We spend so much time worrying about the next man's pockets and taking such little inventory on our own.
Yeah,
what is your earning potential?
I can answer that. I'm always pro guys and taking up for the man, but there's some messed up dudes out here. Dudes be out here going Dutch on dates and stuff and don't want to pay for the food, don't open up car doors.
See, that's my thing, Ricky. Everybody can't afford to pay for it.
Okay, but
everybody can't.
Eva, Applebee's. If you can't pay for a meal at Applebee's, you don't deserve to take her out. If you ain't got yourself to a point where you can take her to Ruby Tuesday or Applebee's or damn Golden Corral if you older.
But see,
whatever.
this is my question. It's sometimes you don't have enough money to take them out. But does that mean that he's still not an eligible man? Maybe you stay home and
cook. Eva.
Yeah?
Eva, what if it's not about whether you have enough money to take them out or not? What if somebody just wants to take you out, like you said, and say, hey, I know where a lake is at, and we can stand out there on the little pier and throw, food to the ducks or whatever and just talk. Is that okay? It don't mean that he can't afford to take you to Applebee's. Maybe he just wants to be in an environment where we could just talk.
But
me and you, and we just talk.
Okay. If he gonna take her to the lake, he got to be a gentleman and open up the car door for her and go and pick her up and have a car. Have a car, because women so desperate, they going around here picking dudes up, taking and then if you don't have a car,
I want to talk about.
If you don't have a car and a woman come pick you up, at least make her get out and say, I'm gonna drive since you came over here to pick me up. I never let a woman give me a ride. I always offer to drive.
But look, Ricky, look at Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama had 2 kids by her amazing husband, Barack Obama, who at the time was a civil servant, did not have enough money to even put a roof over his wife and children's head, and became the man sitting in the highest office in the land. So my point is, don't judge a man where he's at and where his pockets is when you meet him, especially if he's a good guy. Now, if he's a bum of a guy and he's trying to spend your money, that's one thing.
Right.
But ladies, figure out your own earning potential and figure out how to take care of yourself so you can learn to love a man for who he is and not what he can do for you. And that's why half of y'all are single, not because it's not good men out there, but you're looking for someone to float your life. And that's not what love and relationships are about. They're about partnership. And so if you didn't have no money, would you want to be with that man? That's the one that matters.
You don't think a lot of women just tired of dating projects? Like projects.
Build-A-Bears. Putting them together. No, now I can say I do have a couple of friends that are very good girls and have built a few men. And I can say you're welcome to the wife that ends up marrying him, because that's how it goes. We go through life, we live and we learn. Sometimes we win and sometimes we don't. But if we don't, hopefully we learn the lesson and we're better for the next one around. Because I've dated men that I would consider bad men now. They just weren't the one for me. I've learned lessons and they've learned lessons. I just want my ladies to get out of their man's pockets and figure out what's in their purse instead of worrying about what's in a man's pocket.
Even I met this chick that had a lot of money, and my frat brothers were like, don't date her because she crazy. And I got so caught up in the Instagram pictures, and I went over there, and she was she said, she came out there, had a little nightgown on, little see-through nightgown on, and she was like, let me show you what I can do, and I got turned on. I said, show me. She said,
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
And affordable eye exams to meet eye health needs. In certain states, eye exams provided by independent doctors of optometry or ophthalmology.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Got your front page. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm Eva Marcel here with a quick look at your front page news. So, California Senator Kamala Harris formally accepted the vice presidential nomination last night during the virtual Democratic National Convention, becoming the first black woman on a national political ticket. The most talked about speech from the night came from former President Barack Obama, who spoke directly about Trump's job performance.
For close to 4 years now, he has shown no interest in putting in the work, no interest in finding common ground, no interest in using the awesome power of his office to help anyone but himself and his friends, no interest in treating the presidency as anything but one more reality show that he can use to get the attention he craves. Donald Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't.
Trump responded to that with a bunch of tweets in all caps. Tonight is the final night of the DNC where Joe Biden will make his acceptance speech. Live stream starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on democonvention.com. In other news, residents of California are facing COVID-19, a heat wave, and now hundreds of wildfires burning across the state. But bad weather is being blamed for nearly 11,000 lightning strikes hitting within 72 hours, forcing tens of thousands to evacuate. And after 6 years, the state of Michigan is expected to announce a settlement payout of $600 million to victims of the Flint water crisis. Most of those funds will be paid to children who must suffer long-term effects to drinking contaminated water. And lastly, a company in Colorado is debuting a weed vending machine. That's right, marijuana. Cannabis sales have been on the rise during COVID-19 pandemic, and the machine becomes the first of its kind, holding more than 2,000 different products. All righty, that was a quick look at your headline news. For more, log on to the RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, let's take a look at sports.
Alrighty, man. NBA playoffs is going on in Orlando in the bubble. I'm going to keep harping on 2 first-round series because they call me the sports genius.
The Portland Trail Blazers, who are in a great...
Never fail.
He never failed. He's a genius.
I'm going to call it Clay.
That was Rock 10 Sports. Internet is out again. She's out of here. Let's count it down. 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding.
Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, Rock.
Oh, 2 women say former NFL.
You need to cancel
the story. Why we laughing right now? I can't do this story while we laughing because it's a serious story and it won't make sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get ready for the brat to do the hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot.
You know what, Rob? Just go ahead and do it. Don't just let him do it, Ricky. Let him
want me to go ahead and do it?
Yeah,
but go ahead and do
just
the
do it on my
first.
song. Do it on my song. Do it on my
This
song.
segment is being brought to you by.
It's brought to you by Urban One, man. We had the power to change the course of history. Make sure that your vote is heard with your one vote. Go to newsone.com/vote and register to vote. The story is like this, man. 2 women say the former NFL running back of the Washington.
No! Stop playing.
I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You know
I'm so sorry. Rock, you gotta have to fix your internet where you can do this. It cut out. It cut out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like, what's up with your internet on Tuesdays and Thursdays? Man, people laid out on the. Gary, what's wrong?
Baby, they could fade to black, honey.
Why your internet only cut out on Tuesdays and Thursdays? Man?
Maybe I got a package that only pay.
Hey, Rock, T, while your internet is up, tell everybody, man, what inspired you and what got you started in the radio? Rock. Brad, how can you be followed?
I can be followed at So Brad on Instagram and on Twitter too.
Rock T, thank you for everything you do, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Appreciate that, Rick Dog.
Oh man! You know what?
Praise mix down coming up next. Rock. All right, for real. Brad, y'all chill out. Rock, what got you interested in radio?
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Quarantine Cooking with the one and only Chef Kurt Boudreaux. What up, Kurt?
What's going on, Rick? How y'all doing tonight?
Man, we blessed this morning, blessed and hungry.
Oh man, today I got for y'all, man, some air fried chicken with smothered cabbage, cornbread, and some candy yams. You know, I did that out there by my mom, but I said, well, Mom, you know, I did corned beef and cabbage. She said, well, you ain't did this one, so we're gonna do it again. So,
man, you know, what kind of fried chicken?
Air fried. That's the first time I ever used the air fry, man. I'm old school. I just regular fried chicken, but she showed me how to air fry it in an air fry, man. And we just used some basic pepper and just flour because she had it in a brine, and we fried it on up, man, and smothered that cabbage. We cut them up and sauteed them down with some onion, man, and then we hit the cornbread up, and then the candy yams with a little water, butter, let it cook down, threw in some sugar, some nutmeg, some cinnamon, and just let it cook down.
And sugar, nutmeg, and cinnamon in the cabbage?
In the candy, in the yams.
Oh, in the yams. Okay.
I'm trying to do this. Quick because I know there's so many things going on this plate.
But how do you do the chicken though? Air fried chicken. Well, I floured the chicken and air fried it and it burnt up.
Well, what she did was she had it in a brine. She had it in a brine, man, and it was a salt sugar brine. So the salt and sugar goes all the way through to the bone on the chicken. So we didn't have to add salt and slap your mama and all that other stuff on that. So we just floured it with a little pepper and put it in that air fryer for about 40 minutes on hers, man. She got one of them big air fryers, and I ain't never used it before. So we did it on that, man, and it came out off the chain. Nice and crispy looking and everything, man. I ain't had to do too much to it.
So how can we find the video?
Oh, we can find the video on Rickey Smiley Official. You can follow your boy on Instagram at Chef_Boudreaux1, on Facebook, Boudreaux's Catering.
There it is. Y'all give it up for Chef Kurt Boudreaux.
Y'all be good, man.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.